Hey makers, it's Laura from Education. Today I'm going to show you how to dye eggs using things you can find from the grocery store or in your cabinets. And we're doing something a little special today. We're going to do what I call dinosaur eggs or dragon eggs. And so what you need are hard-boiled eggs. I recommend bringing them to a boil and then taking them off the boil and covering them for about 10 minutes, rinsing them with cold water so they're nice and cool to the touch because we don't want to burn anybody. And then you need 3 or so glasses of water. And I recommend using clear glasses or really whatever you have, but just have them be big enough that the eggs can go in them and be totally covered by the liquid. Now to make the dye from food coloring, you take your glass of water and you add between 5 and 10 drops to get it to be the color that you want. All right, so that one's gonna be red. And then we're gonna make a green one and a blue one. Add about 10 or so drops, 5 to 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoop, that's more of a stream. Whoop. And then a blue one. And this is the same food coloring that we used for our liquid chalk, the same food coloring that we used for all sorts of stuff. Great. So now we have a few different colors. We have a red, we have to mix together because right now you can see that it's separated. And we have a blue, and we have a blue-green. We're gonna mix those together. And I also made a natural dye using turmeric and vinegar and water. And I'm gonna put a link below to the site that I used because it's a great site and they teach you how to do natural dyes from a bunch of different things. So I used turmeric. And so this is my solution, and I'm gonna do it over my work folder or piece of cardboard. This turmeric is pretty potent, beautiful stuff. It will definitely dye your fingers and dye whatever it splashes on. So, all right. So now we have our colors. We have our yellow for turmeric. We have our blue, our sort of purple. I don't even know what I did with these colors. Mix them all together. And so now there are 2 really important things that we do. One, that we mix our colors, and that 2, we take our cooled hard-boiled eggs and we create little cracks in them. And so we don't want to totally take the shell off, but we want to just create little cracks so that we can make little openings for the dye to go in. Now, if you can hear it, you're going to bang it on the table really lightly until it makes just little cracks all over the egg. It's kind of like that, just little cracks. Just little cracks. So you can make all those little cracks. So then, once you're done making all those little cracks, you can take your egg and you can put it in your color. But again, we just want to make sure we mix our colors because I forgot to do that. So I'm going to grab a spoon. Or in this case, a pipe cleaner. And I'm going to mix the dye so that it's all mixed in the water. So for the first one, we're going to do green, and we're going to put the cracked in there. So we're going to put the cracked egg in there and leave it in there for 3 hours. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the egg, I'm going to crack it, just very lightly against the table. Crack, crack, crack. Now your goal is not to get the shell off, just to create little cracks. Okay. Now we're going to put it in the blue solution. So you take your crack egg and you just plop it in. And again, we just made this color with water and food coloring. So we're going to let it soak for 3 hours. Take your egg, little cracks, just against the table. Crack, crack, crack. I think it's just red solution. Put the egg in and leave it for 3 hours. And again, you want to make sure that the eggs are completely under the dye. And for this one, this is my natural dye with turmeric, made it with turmeric, boiling water, and vinegar. It smells really good. I really love the way turmeric smells. And so this one's a little more potent. And so whereas the other dyes you made with food color, you want to soak the egg for 3 hours, you really only need about 30 minutes for the turmeric. So, see how this goes. Take your egg. Crack, crack, crack. Okay. So after it's cracked, then we're going to put it into the turmeric dye. Boop. We're going to come back to these in just a little bit of time. Again, about 30 minutes or so for the turmeric natural dye solution and 3 hours for the food color water solution. We've waited a little bit of time, a little more than 30 minutes, so let's try. Yeah. This is the turmeric, the natural dye one. So let's blot it with a paper towel just to get some of that off. And then what, Leo?
Okay.
And then we're gonna take the shell off and see what design we have. Yeah. So this is, well, it has some turmeric on it, but this is what the turmeric egg looks like when you take it out.
Okay.
Oh, you want, okay. Leo's helping. All right. Do you think that it worked?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. All right.
What do you see?
So we're gonna take the shell off and see if we got any designs here. Oh, it did work a little bit, but I think because the turmeric and yellow, it's an egg, are so light, the cracks are just quite subtle.
Okay.
But let's show everybody what it looks like. Okay, so it did work. It's really beautiful. What do you think, Leo? Yeah. So with the turmeric, it's very light, but you can see it makes this beautiful sort of cracked markings. Yeah. Maybe some of the other colors will be a little brighter.
Mommy.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Now we're gonna do the red one. Oh, this one came out great. Look at this one, Leo. Oh, eggs, right. All right, let's show this one to everybody. See? Really cool.